If you've ever looked at a campaign dashboard and thought, oh, 60% open rate, oh, we're doing well, there's a good chance you're very mistaken and you're not doing so well. Because most of the time, those high open rates and high click-through rates tend to reflect over-segmenting and don't necessarily reflect how well your email and SMS strategy is working. This is where a lot of founders and or marketing teams get easily misled. It's easy to celebrate engagement metrics while completely missing what actually drives revenue. What matters is what actually happens after the open. Did they click the email? Did the email you sent out ultimately create higher conversions or higher customer retention? If you want to judge your email and SMS performance properly, there are 3 foolproof metrics you should actually be looking at. The first is your revenue per recipient. This tells you how much money the email campaign generated relative to how many people received that campaign. It is important because it helps you judge efficiency, not just engagement and or attention. However, what I found is if you calculate the RPR, which is what I call it, across everything, flows, campaigns and all, it is almost always going to look low. And so it is unsexy to look at, especially if you're sending campaigns weekly to a large portion of your list. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean your email strategy and implementation is weak. It just means you're looking at it too broadly. RPR metric is more useful when you look at it on a per flow basis, and even more importantly when you compare it to previous performance of the same. That is where you start to see whether your messaging is improving or not. The second is the conversion performance of your campaigns. Now, a lot of people prefer to default to the conversion rate, CVR, of the email, but when you start sending to a wider range of your audience, the conversion rates can naturally drop. In this case, more people seeing your email doesn't necessarily mean a higher percentage of these people will convert. So it's important to look at unique conversions vis-a-vis conversion rates, because unique conversions tell you the actual number of people who took the purchase action. In simple terms, your conversion rates show efficiency and your unique conversions metrics show volume. You need both to fully understand what's actually happening. Finally, the third is LTV impact. This sounds big, I know, but it's a bit different as well, because it's not a metric that you can just open your dashboard and see directly. You usually get a sense for it through things like a quote analysis of your conversion metric, which is ideally the placed order metric. This is where you gauge if customers are coming back more often, if your second and third purchases are increasing over time, and if the customer retention curve is improving. That's how you know that your email campaigns are doing more than just generating short-term revenue, and they're actually increasing long-term value, retention, and thus revenue.